Hi guys, my name is Jacob Salinas and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video on how to raise your credit score. So before I even get into the video, I do want to put out a quick disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, I'm not a professional, I'm not certified for any of this to be telling you guys how to manage your money, how to manage your credit. But I have had experience with my own credit, so I'm just telling you guys my experience and I'm hoping that you guys can learn from that, but I'm not giving any financial advice, so please take whatever I say with a grain of salt. Alright, so I do currently have a 760 credit score. If you don't know, credit scores go up all the way up to 850. So 760 is in the good or very good section based on wherever you look at your credit from, like what website you look at it. I do have a decent credit score. My credit score usually fluctuates between 740 and 760. It will drop 20 one day and weeks later it'll go up another 20. It's totally confusing to me. Like, I don't change really what I do, but I mean, I guess the credit bureaus want to just mess with my life. 20 down, 20 up, 20 down, 20 up. So without further ado, I do want to get into the video and talk to you guys about how you can raise your credit score. Okay, so here are a few tips on how to raise your credit score, and you can do some of these fairly quickly, some of these take time, but you hopefully will eventually end up with a higher credit score after watching this video. So the first thing I want to talk about is your credit usage. So your credit usage is basically the credit that you use compared to the credit you owe. The important thing to know is that to have a good credit score, you should be focusing on only using 30% of your credit usage if that is possible. A lot of people recommend 10% or 5%, and I do believe that would be better for you and for your credit in the long run, but I know some people need to use credit cards and need to put their expenses on credit. So I do think that if you can stay within the 30% range, you should be good, but it is definitely better to keep a 10% or a 5% credit usage ratio. My next tip for you is to pay off your card every month. I know this is something that everyone says, and it's true. If you can't afford to pay cash with it, you shouldn't be using a credit card. You're only gonna get yourself into more debt and make your financial situation even worse. So I do recommend that you pay your card off every month. I know sometimes it can be hard to pay off your card every month, especially now during the pandemic. Things have gotten a lot harder for some people. So it is understandable when you have to leave a balance on your credit card. But if you can, absolutely pay off your credit card every month. Paying off your credit card every month is gonna show that you're responsible, that you know how to use credit, and it's just gonna overall help your credit usage ratio and your payment history. It's gonna be so good for your credit. You should definitely try paying off your credit card every month, and if not, make sure you're hitting every monthly payment. The minimum monthly payment, pay it. If you're not gonna be able to pay all of your card off, make sure you're at least hitting those monthly payments, because missing a monthly payment looks so bad for your credit score and it's really gonna affect you in the long run. So you definitely need to be paying at least the minimum balance at the end of every month. All right, so if you guys didn't know, your length of credit history is 15% of your credit score. So it's important that you have a long credit history. So don't go opening accounts that are unnecessary, because they can really shorten the average length of your account history and really affect your score. So I know a lot of people like me that are younger and don't have a lot of credit history, so that's probably the biggest thing affecting their credit score. So one thing that you can do to help with that is becoming an authorized user on your parents' credit card, your uncle's credit card, your aunt's credit card, anyone related to you basically that knows that you're responsible and that you know is responsible, because you don't want to get added onto someone's credit card as an authorized user if they don't pay it off every month, if they're doing bad with their credit, they're using too much of their credit usage on their credit card, because that will only negatively affect your credit score. And it also can help with your credit usage ratio, because if they say they have a $30,000 limit and you only have a $1,000 limit, that means that there's so much more credit available for you and you're using way less of your credit available. So when you're talking to someone about adding you to their account as an authorized user, I do recommend that you tell them that they can keep the credit card and you don't even have to handle it at all, because some of your family members might not trust you with that credit card or with their credit limit, because their credit is very important to them. And obviously if there's someone that has a good credit score and is paying out their card every month, which is why you are actually asking them to add you onto their card as an authorized user, they don't want to have to deal with you spending on their credit card and not paying it off and messing up their payment history, messing up their credit score. So I recommend that you tell them, just keep the card. You can have the card, I won't touch it at all. You can tell them that all you want is the benefits of being an authorized user on their account with a long history, because being added to their credit card as an authorized user that has long history and good payment history will only better your credit score, because all of that history is gonna be averaged into your credit score. So say you had a credit card for a month, and so you only have a month of credit history, and you add your uncle's card that has 20 years of credit history, it's gonna average out and give you a longer credit history, which will look better on your score. It'll help you raise your score, and when you're going to apply for other credit cards or apply for other loans, you will have a better chance at getting them. All right, next up, I want to talk about your credit mix. So credit mix makes up 10% of your credit score. And even though it's 10%, it is important to make sure that you are having different types of credit. So currently I have a car loan, which to be honest is one of my biggest regrets. And I also have a self loan, which is a personal loan. So it looks different on your credit score than a auto loan would. So that's two different types of credit that you have. And I also have, drum roll please, 9 credit cards. I know it sounds crazy, and a lot of people, especially people that don't know about credit card churning and know about having so many credit cards, they probably think I'm crazy. They think that I'm so irresponsible and I shouldn't have so many credit cards, but I'm super responsible with my credit cards. I don't really leave a balance unless there's a 0% APR for a certain amount of time, like an intro rate. But it's a fact that having different types of credit can really help your credit file, and it can help thicken your credit file and make you look more trustworthy to lenders, whether you're looking for a home loan or a auto loan or just applying for different credit cards. It definitely makes you look better if you have different experience with different types of loans and different types of credit cards, because those people know that you can't just only handle an auto loan, you can also handle credit cards and personal loans. So I do recommend looking into diversifying your credit mix and changing up what you have on your credit score. Alright guys, so that is going to conclude this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed my tips. I believe it was 4 or 5 tips on how to better your credit score and how to get a higher credit score. Some of these may take time, like I said, but if you stick through it and really focus on hiring your credit score, it will happen. You will get a better credit score, and you will be able to get better rates on loans, better credit cards, and everything, all the good stuff with credit. So if you guys enjoyed watching, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit the bell notification if you want to be notified for my next videos. On my channel, I basically do videos on anything I want, which is finance, business, maybe even plants in the future. I don't know. I just go with the flow and do whatever I want. All right, see ya.